Kagabi mga kotsero, nabalitaan natin na nagkasunugan na. Nagkasunugan kagabi. Oo, ano bang nangyari kagabi? 'Di ba nga itong si Harry Roque, kuda ng kuda tungkol sa gentleman's agreement. Ang daming interview, eh. Biglang nagsalita si Panelo. 'Di mo na tuloy alam kung sino mas may kredibilidad sa kanilang dalawa. Eto naman sabi ni Panelo, Duterte had no deal with China over ayungin. Ay, tinamad naman sinabi niya ngayon. Balentungan na! Balentungan na! At hindi lang diyan natatapos ang kwento mga kots. Ito yung pinakamatindi sa lahat. Ito yung pinakamatindi. Nag-comment si Panelo. Ni-interview siya kanina. Si Panelo, si Roque kanina kasi ni-interview siya sa dito sa kay Karen Davila. Kay Karen Davila. Tinanong siya tungkol diyan. Pakinggan niyo.
So let me read his quote just this morning for the benefit of our viewers. He responded to your press conference, I believe, yesterday, and he said, this is the quote, there is no such gentleman's agreement. I talked with PRRD about this, and he said he never entered into any gentleman's agreement with China regarding Ayungin Shoal. Whoever claims that Canard only wants publicity. So two things here. He claims to have spoken with the former president, and former President Duterte is now denying that he got into such agreement. Your thoughts, attorney?
I will repeat it. That is correct. There is no specific agreement on ayungin.
Mga kotsero talaga. Alam niyo talaga kung saan nakatayo to si Harry Roque, si Attorney Roque. Alam niyo mga kotsero, si Attorney Harry Roque may be a fool to some, but he is someone's fool. And when I say fool, I mean hindi yung tanga-tanga. But I mean, he's someone's fool, meaning he's someone's clown. He's someone's clown. It's right. He's right. There's no specific. Ayun na nga, salamat kay Sendwave, okay? So kung kayo po ay nasa US, UK, Canada, Italy, France, Spain, Ireland, and Belgium, ay pwede na po yung magpadala na inyong mga remittances sa bansa gamit po ang Sendwave. Ang gagawin nyo lang ay download ang Sendwave app. Gawa kayo ng account, lagay nyo ba ang account details nyo. Pwede na kayo magpadala sa GCash, sa mga bangko at iba't ibang mga pawn shop sa bansa. At kapag ginamit nyo pa ang promo code na Coach Jarrett, sa inyo pong unang padala, makakuha pa kayo ng karagdagang $20 free credit. Kaya mga kotsero, gamitin na si Sendwave for all of your remittance needs. Okay. Ito natin.
The gentleman's agreement is to respect the status quo on the entire West Philippines.
Former president denying that he got into such agreement. Your thoughts, attorney?
I will repeat it. That is correct. There is no specific agreement on ayungin. The gentleman's agreement is to respect the status quo on the entire West Philippine Sea dispute. So that is correct. I do not deny that. And that is why I am, in fact, surprised that what has been coming out in the media is a sellout of sorts. Why? Did we lose any territory? Did we lose Sierra Madre? Did the president order the removal of Sierra Madre? Certainly not. So the agreement is on how to manage the entire dispute on the West Philippine Sea and not specifically on ayungin. Now, having said that, no?
Sige, tapos ka na. Sige. Question lang naman, Attorney Harry Roque. Alam niyo naman ako, hindi naman ako eksperto Kaya nga nagtanong ako ng tanong kasi hindi ako expert. Oo. Tanong lang naman, Attorney Harry Roque. Question lang naman. Nasaan uli yung BRP Sierra Madre? Nasaan ulit yun? Nasaan ulit? Nasaan ulit yung BRP Sierra Madre? Sa may Ayungin, di ba? Sa Ayungin. Sa may Ayungin. Oo, sa may Ayungin. Oo. Ano uli yung mga bagay na napag-usapan tungkol dyan sa Ayungin? Tungkol sa BRP Sierra Madre? Hindi pwedeng magdala ng resupply. Isang barko lang ang pwedeng magdala ng supplies. Nangyayari ba yon sa buong West Philippine Sea? Di ba hindi? Tanong lang naman, attorney. Tanong lang naman. Di ba sa Ayungin lang naman nangyayari yun? Kasi yun ang sinabi mo noong nakaraan Attorney Harry Roque. Oo. BRP Sierra Madre sa Ayungin Shoal. Naglolokohan ba tayo dito? Hindi sikreto ang naturang kasunduan dahil isinapubliko na raw ito ni Alan Peter Cayetano, ni Mr. 10K. Malino. Sabi, this is not a secret deal. This was made public by Secretary Alan Peter Cayetano na walang gagalaw, walang improvement, walang problema sa Ayungin. Ang tagal-tagal mong binida yung Ayungin, 1 linggo. Tapos ngayon sasabihin mo, hindi naman sa Ayungin yun, buong West Philippine Sea yung agreement Nakanantip ako Huwag na tayo magbulahan dito. Huwag mo naman kami gawing tanga. Oo, yung mga kausap mo na lang ang gawin mong tanga. Huwag buong Pilipinas. Ang reklamo ng China, taliwas sa naging kasunduan noong nakaraan, nagdala ng repair equipment para ayusin ang BRP Sierra Madre, kaya ganyan naging reaction ng China. Nangyayari ba yan sa buong West Philippine Sea, Attorney Harry Roque? Di ba sa Ayungin lang? Palibasa ngayon, ginigisa ka ng mga kauri mo. Oo, ginigisa ka kasi ng kauri mo. Papansin ka raw kasi, pasikat ka raw kasi masyado. Oo, yun ang sinasabi nila ngayon. Dito natin, nakakatawa yung reaction niya. It's correct. He is correct. Ang bilis
Specific agreement on Ayungin.
Whoever he claimed that he got into such agreement. Your thoughts, attorney?
I will repeat it. That is correct. There is no specific agreement on Ayungin.
There's no specific agreement on Ayungin. Ikaw mismo nagsabi. Ayan because of saan yun? Mas maganda ito. This is not a secret deal. This was made public by Secretary Alan Peter Cayetano na walang gagalaw, walang improvement, walang problema sa Ayungin. Ang sakit niya sa bangs. Mag-usap kasi kayo. Attorney Harry Roque, Attorney Panelo, Attorney Digong, kasi attorney na lang siya ngayon. Hindi na rin siya mayor. Attorney na lang. Attorney Digong. Gawa kayong GC. Mag-usap-usap kayo. Gawa kayo ng GC. Bago kayo magkukuda, mag-usap muna kayong lahat. Gusto ko to comment ni DJ Super Mario. Harry Roque, deleted ka na ba sa GC? Andito pala si Direk Freddy. Shoutout Direk. Ayan, shoutout sa'yo. Tuloy natin.
Gentleman's agreement is to respect the status quo on the entire West Philippine Sea dispute. So that is correct. I do not deny that. And that is why I am, in fact, surprised that what has been coming out in the media is a sellout of sorts. Why? Did we lose any territory? Did we lose Sierra Madre?
Akala ko ba hindi territory yan? Ngayon magsasalita ka na, did we lose territory? Did we lose Sierra Madre? Akala ko ba hindi teritoryo yan? Gamitin nyo yung tamang terms na binabato nyo. Para ano? Para nagkakaintindihan tayo lahat. Hindi teritoryo yan, sovereign rights yan. Mm. At ang nawala sa atin ngayon, yung ating sovereign rights. Hindi natin ma-exercise ang ating sovereign rights.
Did the president order the removal of Sierra Madre? Certainly not.
No, he did not. But, as we have heard earlier, ano yung sinabi ni Professor Renato De Castro? Asan na ba? Saan na yun? Balikan natin sinabi niya. Ayan. Hindi pinag-utos ni Digong natanggalin ang BRP Sierra Madre. Naisuko ang BRP Sierra Madre. Pero sinabi niya, ayan sinabi ni Professor Renato De Castro, according to Professor Renato De Castro, may order din si Presidente Duterte noon na huwag magpatrol ang Philippine Navy at Philippine Coast Guard doon sa West Philippine Sea. Hayop. Hayop kayo. Hilig niyong gawing tanga talaga mga Pilipino. No? Kung yung kumaagat sa inyo, sige, bolahin nyo yung mga kumaagat sa inyo, huwag nyo lahatin. Dahil hindi nyo malalahat na gawing tanga ang Pilipinas. One time lang nangyari yon, hindi na maulit. One time lang yun, hindi na mauulit.
So the agreement is on how to manage the entire dispute on the West Philippine Sea and not specifically on Ayungin. Now, having said that,
sunog ka na?
We knew the Chinese communicated that what warranted that the water cannon incident was the delivery of supplies and construction materials. The administration before, the Aquino administration, also knew that the Chinese will object to delivery of construction materials as well as repair materials. And that is why in 2003, Secretary Gazmin publicly stated, and this is on the internet, it's on the Inquirer 2003, that for as long as the supplies are limited to water and food, then China will not object. Now,
napag-usapan na natin yan kanina. Pero dahil alam kong hahatiin tong video na to, ipapakita ko ulit. Papakita ko lang ulit for the sake ng mga replay. 'Di ba alam natin 'yan, sinasabi na 'yan yung 2003 agreement. Ito 'yan. Ulitin ko lang. Declaration on the Code of Conduct of Parties in the South China Sea. Meron pang naunang version 'yan. Ito yung 2002. It's the same document. Inulit lang nila noong 2012 kasi parang nagkakalimutan na. Pero mukhang sa lahat ng parties na pumirma diyan sa Declaration on the Code of Conduct in the South China Sea, si China yung pinaka nakalimot. Kasi sa kanilang lahat, si China lang yung tayo sa kung ano-ano diyan sa West Philippine Sea. For example, ito si Mischief Reef na mention kanina si Mischief Reef. Hindi ko lang na-highlight. Tsaka si Subi, ayan Dito rin sa Pinas yan Atin yan yung Panganiban Reef Zamora Reef. Tagal. Bagal lang. Oy, Converge. Bayas ka. Ngayon ka pa talaga mag-iinarte. Yan. Bawa si Subi Reef. And si pala to? Mischief Reef. Tingnan nyo 2012, totoong reef siya. Low tide elevation. Hindi pwedeng magkaroon ng hindi mo matitirhan. Yung kasi yung usapan wala kang babaguhin dapat dito. As is, 2002 pa yung usapan. Ni-renew nung 2012. Kailan to? January 24, 2012. Awa ng Diyos, habang tumatagal, 2016, 2015, ba't may lupa na? 2015. May lupa na. Tapos, 2016, meron ng runway. Ayan, may runway na. Ayan, 2016, ayan, 2016, awa ng Diyos, fast forward natin sa 2020, may base militar na. Ayan, base militar. Inuulit ko lang to, pinapakita ko lang to ulit mga kotsero for the sake of the replay kasi alam ko na pag-usapan na natin to kanina. Pero kailangan makita ng mga Pilipino to na hindi Pilipinas ang bad actor, Attorney Harry Roque. Hindi Pilipinas ang bad actor. Ganito ang ginawa ng Chinese Communist Party hindi lang sa Mischief Reef, pati sa Fiery Cross Reef, pati sa Calderon Reef, pati sa Subi Reef, pati sa Scarborough Shoal. Ganyan ang ginawa niya. Tapos ipagtatanggol mo pa si China? Ibang level ang tigas ng mukha nyo, Attorney Harry Roque at mga kasama nyo. Ngayon nyo sabihin sa amin na kasalanan ng Pilipinas. May agreement na kasi noong 2012. There's an agreement in 2002. There's an agreement in 2012 wherein the Philippines will not build, will not blah, 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 blah. Tapos si China, ganun. Walang isip-isip. Pinagtanggol nyo pa. Titigas na mga mukha nyo.
After that water cannon incident during Duterte's time, there was no further water cannon incident on Ayungin or on Sierra Madre. So again, which brings us to the point of what do you do in a predicament where we need to deliver food and water so that our soldiers can stay in BRP, or should we proceed in a manner that the Chinese will prevent us from even delivering?
So what?
Oh, wait. Sabi niya, wala na raw water cannon incident simula nung first time kay Digong. Oh, wala naman na talaga. Isang beses lang talaga nangyari yun. Pero, balikan natin ng konti ang history. Kasi, tagal talaga ng internet. Wala mang water cannon incident, may harassment pa rin. Yan, no? China's Navy Coast Guard harassed Filipino troops on resupply mission on Ayungin. O, si Alejano pa yan. Dilawan pa yan. China Sea Militia swarms around Pag-asa Island, sabi ng military. 2019. Naiinis ako dun sa pambobola talaga eh. China Coast Guard blocked resupply mission to Ayungin Shoal 2019. Wala nang ibang ano? Hindi na nga nag-water cannon, pero tumigil ba yung harassment? Hindi. Nagpatuloy lang siya. See, ito yung ito yung intellectual dishonesty na nakakainis. See the intellectual dishonesty ng mga Duterte supporters ngayon. Ibang level ang intellectual dishonesty nila, mga kotsero. Ibang level talaga. Ang daming double talk, ang daming sobra. Ay, Diyos ko. Kaya kapag tagapagtanggol ka ni Xi Digong ngayon, be ready. Ihanda mong isuko ang iyong common sense. Ihanda mong isuko ang iyong logic. Ihanda mong isuko ang iyong pagmamahal sa Pilipinas. Kasi yun lang ang makakapagpatawid sa'yo sa pagiging supporter mo kay Digong. Totoo lang. Totoo lang.
What do you believe should the Philippines be doing? Because you did issue a statement and you said that the Philippines may lose Ayungin Shoal, and I'm rephrasing this now, if the present administration continues its hard-line stance. How so? How so can we lose Ayungin Shoal with this administration's foreign policy?
Well, if we continue to deliver construction and repair materials, okay, in a manner that calls the attention of the Chinese, they will prevent any and all further deliveries of any supplies, including food and water. And that will, of course, force us to recall our soldiers because they will starve to death in Sierra Madre. That should be avoided at all costs because, as you know, in disputed territory, physical presence or occupation is almost equivalent to title. Although I hasten to add, there is no title here It is
Tubig
an
yan eh.
exclusive economic zone. Now,
But attorney, is that
And hindi mo rin talaga pwede patituluhan ng tubig. Walang pwede magmay-ari ng tubig. No one can own waters. You can have territorial waters, but no one can own waters. Hindi mo pwede patituluhan ng tubig. Kaya nga ang weird nung ang weird nung sinasabi dito ni Attorney Harry Roque. Kino-contradict niya yung sarili niya eh. Sabi niya, importante na meron tayong physical presence doon, pero dapat wag na natin i-refurbish yung BRP Sierra Madre. Okay. So in the long term, paano ka magkakaroon ng physical presence doon? In the long term. Think about it. Think about it, mga kochero. Let's use our logic. Sabi ni Attorney Harry Roque, having a physical presence is equivalent to having a title. Although no one can own waters. Lalo na yung mga high seas, international waters. Pero importante daw ang physical presence. Kaya nga gumawa ng artificial island si China dyan eh. Ang dami niyang artificial island dyan sa West Philippine Sea. Marami yan. Pero mga kochero, in the same breath, sasabihin niya, huwag na tayo mag-construct. Kasi magagalit lang lalo ang China. Lalo nilang i-occupy yan. Pag na-trigger yan, lalo nilang i-occupy yan. So, huwag na tayo mag-construct. Huh? How does that work?
the only recourse for the Philippines to actually back down? I mean, leave BRP Sierra Madre? Isn't there another recourse for us?
Well, I'm saying what the possible consequences are. It's not within my control what China will not do. But judging from history, China will not allow for the deliveries of construction or repair materials. And this has been made very clear to us since the time of President Aquino, no? Where Gazmin acknowledged that therefore there will be limited deliveries of food and water. But there's such a thing as discarte. I do not believe that we did not deliver construction or repair materials, but it can be done in a manner that would not provoke the Chinese in a manner that they are being provoked now. Discarte. And that's what is probably lacking now, no? And which leads me to my next point, no? Are we really wanting to provoke China to respond in a way that we know she will, because we want the United
Will she? Or will it? Di naman tao yun eh. Will it? Will China? Will China do that? How sure are you? Kasi sinabi mo, which we know she will, meaning sigurado ka, 100%. Eh paano kung hindi? Paano kung hindi?
United States to come to our rescue under the Mutual
Amerika
Defense
na naman.
Treaty. And because we want the United States to come to our rescue under the Mutual Defense Treaty. And what I'm saying is, it is foolhardy for us to think that they will in fact come to our rescue, because we lost Mischief Reef, they did not come to our rescue. We lost Scarborough Shoal, they did not come to our rescue. The MDT exists, but of course, whether or not the United States will get involved militarily will depend on their national interests. And because China is their biggest trading partner, China is their biggest creditor, I don't think our dispute with China over this derelict ship will warrant a military response from the United States.
Wrong. Wrong. And I will say that categorically. Kahit awayin ako ni Atty. Harry Roque, kahit abogado siya, I'll tell him he's wrong. The basis of the MDT is not the trade agreements that US and China has. Malinaw naman yun nasa MDT eh. Kapag may armed attack. Kapag may armed attack. And of course, syempre, sasabihin nila, syempre, abuprahan pa yan sa Congress nila, etc. If it is not in line with their interest, then bahala tayo, etc., etc. It may be true. It may be true. But what makes you think that the American interests, America's interest will align with China's? Especially in this day and age. Lalo na ngayon. Paano mo naisip yun? Na maglilinya ang interest ng China at Amerika. Eh nagdidecouple na nga ang China sa ang Amerika sa China. Kung hindi niya pa po alam, mga kotsero, nagdi-decouple na po ang Amerika sa China. Kaya nga bumagsak yung investments eh. Lumilipat sila, alam nyo kung saan? Sa Vietnam. Tuwang-tuwa nga si Vietnam eh. Sabi niya, more. Totoo yan. Basahin nyo yung balita. More investments pa raw, sabi ni Vietnam. Tuwang-tuwa si Vietnam. Sino pang ano dyan? Si India. Nakikinabang dyan. Sa de-risking at decoupling na yan. Si Pilipinas, tayo nag-uumpisa na tayo mag-de-risk. We cannot afford to decouple, but at least we can de-risk. Pwede tayo magbawas ng import galing China. Well, alam nyo, come to think of it, ang trade imbalance natin with China is so huge. Ang laki ng trade imbalance natin. Magkano lang inaangkat sa atin ng China? Magkano inaangkat natin sa kanila? Dahil kay Shopee at kay Lazada. Magkano? Ang laki ng ini-import natin kay China. Tapos ang ini-import sa atin ni China ay kakarampot. Pinaglaban nyo pa yung saging. Tigilan ako. Anyway, tuloy.
So you're actually right now giving a more sober analysis on what the Philippines can end up with, right? Because you do have critics that are quite idealistic and they're holding on to the victory, the arbitral ruling. You have Senator Risa Ontiveros has issued a statement saying the president has always kowtowed to China. You have other critics saying that at the start of the Duterte administration, he actually gave up, in a way, our sovereign rights when it came to the West Philippine Sea with his statements. But what you're saying really is the fact that at the end of the day, who's going to come to help the Philippines? We're left alone. There has to be another.
Yeah. That is correct.
That I will
Let me
agree.
correct Senator Hontiveros, no? It was
Agree
during
ako
the term
dyan.
of Duterte that
Agree ako doon. Now, at the end of the day, ang primary role natin as Filipinos is to defend our country. Sa atin pupunta yan. We'll just ask for help. But the responsibility is nasa Pilipinas pa rin. And you know, sa dinami-dami ng base militar ng Amerika dito sa Pilipinas, it will also be America's war. Dami base militar dito. 17 na yata, if I'm not mistaken. Or 7. 7 plus another, may dadagdag pang mga base militar in the future. Anyway, tuloy natin.
the arbitral ruling came out. And contrary to her allegation, no, the president did address the UN General Assembly online because it was a time of COVID. And it was there that he announced to the whole world that the arbitral decision already forms part of public international law. No? Now, there's a reason why diplomacy is covered by an exception to freedom of information. And that is because diplomacy must be made pursuant to the best national interest and not pursuant to a popularity of one's decision.
Okay.
Now, what the president did, I believe, President Duterte, is to make sure that our presence in Sierra Madre will be undisturbed. Because if we were to leave Sierra Madre, it will have the same effect as when we left Scarborough, and also the same effect as when we left Mischief Reef.
Wait, naguguluhan ako sa sinabi. Akala ko ba walang secret deal? Akala ko ba walang secret deal, Attorney Harry Roque? Bakit ngayon sinasabi mo diplomacy should be excluded from freedom of information? Akala ko ba walang secret deal? Tapos ngayon sasabihin mo, kapag diplomasya, kailangan may mga aspeto na hindi dapat alam ng lahat. Really? Siguro mga kotsero, sa pagbuo, yung pagbuo nung usapan, pwede siguro na hindi kasama ang mga Pilipino doon. Kasi binubuo pa lang wala pang final. Pero pag meron ka ng final, pag may final na agreement, I think it is incumbent upon the president to let the Filipinos know. Hoy, mga Pilipino, PI kayong lahat. Papasok ako sa ganitong usapan with China, ha? PI kayong lahat. Wala akong pakialam sa sasabihin nyo. At least sinabi. Tapos ngayon sasabihin mo, Attorney Harry, sabihin mo na siguro okay din pag diplomasya, hindi alam ng lahat kasi dapat ang desisyon ng presidente hindi nakabase sa kung anong sikat, kung ano yung sikat na sinasabi ng, kung ano yung sinasabi lang ng tao, kundi kung ano yung mas maganda para sa bansa. Eh ano ba yung, last time I heard, Attorney Harry Roque, nung tinuro sa amin ang constitutional law, which you also teach sa UP, if I remember it correctly, tinuturo daw niya yan sa UP, Consti. The Philippines is a democratic and republican state. Wherein, apparently, according sa professor ko, when we talk about republican, it means that the authority of the government emanates from the people. Sa Pilipino nang gagaling, sa atin, sa taong bayan. And being a democracy, the people has a say to where the Philippines is going to go. That's according to my Consti Law professor. We are democratic and republican. Ang kapangyarihan ng gobyerno ay nanggagaling sa taong bayan. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng republika. At ang taong bayan ay may karapatan sabihin sa gobyerno at piliin ang direksyon na pupuntahan ng bansa. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng demokrasya. Tapos ngayon sasabihin mo sa amin, siguro yung itong ganito dapat libre na from exempted na to sa freedom of information. So may secret deal nga. Ano ba talaga? Akala ko ba walang secret deal? Tapos ngayon sabihin nyo, dapat i-secret lang to. Ano ba? Ang labo nyo. Ang labo nyo. Stick to one story. Stick to one story, sir. Please, for your sake.
Okay. But then, is this agreement in the interest of the country?
Yeah.
Clearly, President Marcos Jr. has taken a more firm and vocal stand against China's provocations, and in fact has even formed the Maritime Council just recently. So we'll talk about two things now. Let's talk about this administration stand. You believe that this administration stand, the stand of this administration, will move us into losing Ayungin Shoal? Is that what you're saying too?
It will lead to that. If it insists on a hard line, then the reality is we know how China will react. And there's a quote, in fact, attributed to Einstein, that it's insanity to keep on doing the same thing over and over again and expect different results. The reality is we know what will happen if we persist in delivering construction and repair materials or if we fortify the Sierra Madre. So why keep on doing it when at the end, the national interest might suffer because it will affect our presence in Ayungin Shoal. Now, let me go back to a point that I heard Antonio Carpio said. Now, he was, of course, critical in saying that it's as if we gave up our claim to Ayungin.
Yes.
Did we? Of course not. Okay.
But then if we don't, attorney, if we don't repair and upgrade BRP Sierra Madre, eventually that will disintegrate.
Correct.
And that's the symbolic, right? That's quite symbolic. That's a flashpoint in the area, but it's quite symbolic for Philippine sovereignty of Ayungin Shoal. So if we don't upgrade, that will disintegrate because of the typhoons and the waves. And critics have said that's what China's waiting for.
Well, that's why I'm saying meron tamang diskarte dyan. Because
See, ang diskarte na naman ang ending mo. Yun yung di ba? Ang ganda-ganda nung paliwanag mo nung una, in English mo pa. Di ba? Sasabihin mo, in English mo pa, sasabihin mo na kapag Tagalogin ko kasi hindi naman Pwede naman ako magtagalog. Kapag tayo daw ay nagkaroon ng hardline stance, sabi makulit tayo dito sa pinaglalaban natin, sasakupin daw ng China ang ayungin. Sure yan. Pero at the same time, pag hindi natin inayos ang BRP Sierra Madre, mawawalan tayo ng presensya doon. So anong posisyon mo talaga, Atty. Harry Roque? Anong posisyon mo? Diskarte?
I don't believe that Duterte did not repair Ayungin. In fact, I was saying that there were substantial repairs done, even during Duterte's time, but it was not in a manner that was...
You didn't have information, attorney?
No, I don't have information.
You didn't have that. Okay.
Because it's really a derelict ship. And
Akala ko ba, you're sure? I'm pretty sure that Duterte fixed that ship, etc., etc. Tinanong ka ni Karen Davila. Do you have information? No, I don't have information. Because it's really a derelict ship. Ano ba talaga, ni Roque? Attorney naman. Huwag mo kaming daanin sa retorika.
common sense. If you do not
Common
make repairs
sense?
there, then it would have disintegrated completely. Now, let me make an issue
Common
with
sense.
Antonio Carpio. It was he who said in Kapihan sa Maynila, at least insinuated, that the presence of Sierra Madre militarized Ayungin, and because it is militarized, according to the arbitral tribunal in paragraph 1162, the tribunal did not rule on our prayer to declare China's actions as, in fact, violative of UNCLOS, because the concept of EEZ is that it must not be militarized. And in fact, it was Antonio Carpio that suggested to make it civil, no? Make it civilian rule, the presence there, no? And insinuated that perhaps the vessel should be removed. I disagree. What we should do is we should decommission Sierra Madre as a military vessel, make it into a Coast Guard vessel so that it will not be a militarized vessel. And therefore, if we decommission it, then perhaps China will allow it to be repaired. Now, I do not know if China will or will not, but certainly that will make us conform with UNCLOS if we decommission it and make it into a Coast Guard vessel.
Okay. Mahaba pa yung interview pero tinapos ko na lang dyan. Kasi paulit-ulit na lang eh. Paulit-ulit na lang yung sinasabi niya. Probably doon sa, ito sa huling sinabi niya, sa dami-dami ng sinabi niya kanina, ito lang yung makes somewhat of a sense. Yung sa huli. Kasi totoo naman yun sa UNCLOS, yung decision nun sa UNCLOS. Na, isa kasi sa prayer natin doon, pag sinabing prayer, it is the request ng gobyerno ng Pilipinas na i-declare yung actions ng China, which is the blocking, tapos yung what else, yung blocking, tsaka yung mga ibang kung ano-ano pang ginagawa nila sa West Philippines as illegal. But the thing is, the decision said they cannot decide on acts of the military. Military because si BRP Sierra Madre is still part of the Philippine Navy. Commission pa yan eh. Commission vessel ng Philippine Navy yan. So, it makes sense to quote-unquote decommission, make it a civilian vessel, para maging conforme sa UNCLOS. Kasi ang Coast Guard, civilian eh. Decommission mo siya, make it a Coast Guard vessel, para conforme tayo sa UNCLOS. But, I think, ang worry kasi noon, kasi, ang MDT noon was applicable only to vessels that are of military in nature. Kasi nga, military armed attacks eh. Yun lang yung nun eh, sa MDT before. Yun yung question doon eh. Armed attacks. Doon lang papasok ang MDT. Kaya hindi siya dinidecommission. Kasi nga naman, pag pinasabog ng China yan, o di, pasok ang MDT. Good job. Nagpauto kayo sa Pilipinas. Ganun. But now, I think, it's more feasible. Sa panahon ngayon, it's more feasible. Bakit? Kasi, naglabas din ng statement US that even if it is non-military vessel like Coast Guard vessel, binarel, pinasabog, etc., etc., sisipa pa rin ng MDT. It's what they said. Yun yung sinabi nila. But hindi yun yung nakasulat sa MDT. So it is partially a good idea yung huling sinabi ni Attorney Harry, but I think kaya ayaw gawin yun kasi ang consideration kasi dito is yung MDT, yung Mutual Defense Treaty. Kasi nga, si China, budol. Anyway, mga kutsara, maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta sa ating channel. And lagi po kayong